welcome back, Big Mama Tribe.
Welcome back.
This is Big Mama Energy. Welcome to anybody that is new to our channel.
Welcome.
Okay, and if you are new, tap in. Go ahead and subscribe. Okay,
you're here.
Yes,
you might as well.
I hope you guys are having a lovely day. Your week is going great. Yeah, but we're here with a new video for you guys today.
Absolutely.
And we're pretty much going to be doing a girl chat, and we're pretty much the topic of discussion will be money, looks,
or personality.
Our personality. You know, when dating, what is it typically that you're drawn to or like looking for in a person, a significant other, somebody that you just want to date? What really draws you in? Like,
what catches your eye?
What
do you look for?
Yeah. So I feel like in different situations it could be different things. You know, it could possibly be all three, or it might just be looks, it might just be money, it might just be personality, who knows, right? I've never, me personally though, I could say that I've never dated somebody just for their money. I could say that. Have I dated somebody just for their looks? See, this is a tough thing. It's a tough thing because I personally don't feel like I've ever dated somebody just for their looks, but I've had situations where, you know, I was attracted to somebody and then quickly found out that they were all looks and it was like nothing there.
Right.
You know.
And that can happen. I feel like because initially it has to be some kind of attraction.
Exactly.
So you might be drawn to how they look, you know, off the rip, you don't know them.
Right.
But you're drawn to how they look. And that's like, seems like that would be the most common thing.
Right. Absolutely. Me personally, I feel like when you're dating, it just really depends on where your mind state is. Like, what are you looking for? You could be just dating to have fun. You know, some people date for fun, and that's cool. And then it's other dating where it's like serious, where you're trying to find your person or you're dating for a certain thing. So I definitely feel like it's levels to dating. And, you know, in some situations, it might be okay to just date for looks if you're trying to have a fun time.
Hey, whatever you want to do. You know,
it's really whatever you want to do. But we're going to talk about some little stories and situations that we've been in while dating. So me personally, I don't like to really date people for looks because, like I said, you could date somebody for looks and then they're so fine and be so boring, like,
and that's it.
And it's like, ew, like, no. So in that situation, I'm going to talk about this guy that I was dating. And the thing is, before we even got like romantically involved with each other, if you will, we were cool. Like, we talked, it was a vibe, it was always fun. Like, we talked on the phone, we had great conversation, everything was everything. It wasn't until, like, you know, we got intimate and chilled, like physically chilled with each other, where it was like weird. And it was awkward.
How was it weird?
Because it's like, I don't know if he was nervous, if I made him nervous when we were like physically together, but it wasn't the same energy as it was when we might have talked on the phone or FaceTime. It was very weird too, because he never called me on the phone physically. He always wanted to FaceTime me.
Okay.
That was weird to me too. I didn't understand that.
That's like, a lot of guys who do that, and girls, people just be wanting to see you, especially when you look good to them.
Yeah, I didn't understand that, but hey, so when we met up and like would hang out personally, it was just like very rare. And you know what? It was only one time. And I never went back after that because it was just weird. Like, it was very awkward. And then I thought that he would relax afterwards, because I understand some people get nervous, and that's fine.
Especially the first chill session.
Yeah. The first meet up, the first link up, whatever. And he was just, it didn't change. Like, it was very awkward.
It wasn't,
you know, it wasn't. And I was in his space, you know, so it made me feel uncomfortable, because it's like, well, what's wrong with you? You know, I'm trying to talk, you're just staring at me. The conversation is booty. Like, it's like, it just was very weird. And he's very attractive. Very attractive young man. Has a lot going on for him and everything. And it was just crazy to me because I'm just like, okay, I don't know what it is right now. And I could tell that he was interested and he's attracted to me. He likes me. But it's like he went mute when I was around.
He might have been nervous. I don't know.
It was very crazy. So in that situation, it turned me off though. And I still think he's very attractive. Still to this day, I think he's a very attractive young man. Got a lot going on for him. But it's a dud for me. Because it just was like,
yeah, that happens sometimes. Sometimes it's just, it fizzles, or it's just like, you can't deny a vibe. If it's not one there either,
right?
You can't deny that. You know what I mean? It's either there or it's not.
Or it's not.
It doesn't matter how cute you are.
Right.
You know? In my little story, I dealt with a guy and he was cute. You know, it was an initial attraction. You know, we were attracted to each other. And you know, I think it was just that, like, it was an instant connection as far as physically,
right?
But outside of that, it was nothing there. Like, it was more so like a friendship, like, you cool bull. But like, as far as like getting into any kind of like deeper levels, I feel like it was a dub. Like, it was mainly surface level,
right? Like,
we can never get past that. You know, I feel like he didn't really know who I truly was, nor was he trying to find out.
Right.
I asked him, I'm like, why did he claimed he liked me a lot, you know what I mean? Even more so to wanting to start a relationship. And I was like, well, what is it about me that you like, that you want to be with me? And he hit me with the basic stuff, like, oh, you know, you're fun, you know, you're so pretty. And I'm like, okay, and then what?
Right.
Because you don't even know, like, I can be a bitch, you know what I mean? Or whatever, like, you don't know what I like, you don't know what I like to do. And I told him, I was like, you know, you never asked me to, like, what I like to do, you know, dates and things like that. And then once I told him what I liked, he was like, all right, so we can start doing that. But I just felt like he wanted to be with me because he was attracted to me.
Right.
And that was just it. Like, he wanted to go on a long walk now you want to do this and that. And we did. We went on a long walk and stuff like that. It was still a dub. Like, on this walk, you're not even talking, like, barely, you know, you're really trying to hook up throughout the whole walk. And I'm just like, this defeats the purpose.
Right, exactly.
Like I told you, we're cool, and that's cool too. We're just going to be friends. I don't want to be with you. Right. And I feel like more people should do that. Like, let people know. Women, it's okay. Men too. It's okay to be like, look, I don't see anything there. Let's just be friends. Right. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be friends. Because that's just what it was.
I also, like, it's funny because people be falling in love with the idea of somebody. It's like, get to know that person. Because like Sissy said, I can be a bitch, you know, I might be insane, you know, I might have all types of crazy issues, like even with family, you know what I mean? Because when you date somebody, you date their family. Now families are involved, okay? You don't know how crazy my family is or whatever. So really get to know people. Like, if you're going to say that you want to be with somebody, make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. You know, just because you're attracted to me does not mean that we should be together.
Yes. And we both have kids, so, well, a child, and it was like, he was like, all right, let's have a play date. And I'm like, no, I don't even barely like you. I'm not going to introduce you to my child. Like, I'm just not doing it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, it just wasn't, the vibe wasn't there. And I'm like, I'm not going to waste my child meeting you. And we're not even going to be, you know, on that type of time. Just, no, we're not on that level. And people tend to want to throw their kids out there. Some people, like, early on. And it's like, that's why you should wait.
You definitely should wait.
Because wait till you get to know that person. Wait until y'all move into that next step.
Right, because you don't even know if you like that person like that. Or even if it's going to last. Like, look, I don't like intrusive people. Like, I am very, you know, protective of my family, my loved ones. So when I'm talking to somebody, you can barely meet my family for real, unless I feel comfortable enough to say, okay, you could come around. But other than that, all that trying to push yourself into my life, like my personal, it's okay. Get to know me, because that's what really matters.
That's what matters.
Get to know me. You know,
I guess some people think they're going to get through your family. Like, okay, maybe your family don't like them and then they'll like you.
Right.
But ultimately, your decision is what, you know.
Absolutely.
Matters in the long run. So,
right.
Yeah.
And it goes both ways because, like, if I like you, there's nothing really that my family can tell me about you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Because if you're an asshole, I'm going to see it myself. So, you know what I mean? But yeah, and it goes the other way around. Like,
yeah.
Don't be pushing up on me and my family, because yeah, we don't play those type of
right. People have to be ready for that. Like if I say, okay, I want you to meet my family and we have a conversation about that, whatever, then okay, moving forward, you know,
right.
vice versa, whatever you're comfortable with,
right?
You know, but again, that comes with those boundaries, you know.
And a lot of people don't have them, as we talked,
and they cross them. And it's like, come on.
So let's talk about dating for money.
Dating for money. I have never dated anybody for their money.
Never.
Not that I can recall. I'm trying to think back. Even when I was younger, I feel like when I was younger, like it was the era where a lot of girls were doing that. Like, we got money now. Because then when I get into this man's presence, I still don't like you.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter how much money you have. Like, I still don't like you.
And
so
then
there's that.
I also feel like guys that like flash their money around or like try to use it as a pawn, like you're weird as fuck.
You're weird.
Like you're weirder. Then I'm cool.
Yeah, and then they start to expect you to be doing things because
for that
money
or whatever. Like,
and it's like, no, if I either like you or I don't, it doesn't matter what kind of money you have. Now, if I like you, you have money, okay, thank you, that's great.
Right.
You know what I mean? That helps.
Okay, you want to buy me nice things, you know, but I like you. See,
right.
But to just deal with somebody just because they have money, I can't get into it. And I'm not knocking nobody else who does it. That's your business. That is your business. But yeah, this kitty ain't getting wet for nobody just because they got a couple dollars. That's just enough.
Yeah, it has to be something about you, and that's just that's always how I've been.
And I feel like it's crazy because there's been situations where, alright, for instance, one day I was in a line at Chipotle. This was maybe like a couple years ago, and this guy was standing behind me, and he kind of like got close. So I turned around like to see, why'd you get so close to me? So when I turned around and looked at him, he looked good. I'm not gonna lie, he was fine. Oh, tall chocolate man, he looked good, right? So I was like, oh, okay. So that's different.
Right.
So when I turned around, he seen my face. He was like, I guess intrigued and like liking what he saw. So we had exchanged numbers, and like I really don't know him like that because we just met. But what he was trying to like put off, the energy that he was putting out there is like that he's just like this boss guy getting money, all this stuff. But my thing is, I'm not intrigued by that. You know what I mean? But a lot of women are. But he didn't know me. And that's another thing, get to know who you're trying to talk to. So he's coming at me with all this energy like, oh, I'm a boss and I got this and I got that, and I'm not fazed by it. So I'm like, I don't care. Like, I'm a boss too, which you need to understand. And it was weird because although like he was putting all of that energy out there and I wasn't receiving it, I was kind of like getting sassy back with him. He loved it.
Of course, yeah.
He loved it. He was like, oh, okay. I felt like he was upset because I would like get smart with him a little bit, or like I wouldn't be like melting for the things that he said. I'm like, okay, you keep trying to throw money at me, but I'm like letting you know, like, I really don't care.
That doesn't impress me.
That doesn't impress me.
You know, much.
But although like I think he was upset or may have felt offended, he was still intrigued.
Right. Probably because most girls, you know, are usually on his side.
Flocking.
So when somebody's not, it's like
it's like what? It's almost like, oh, now I gotta get you because
you're not feeling me for my things that I have. So now I gotta work a little harder.
Like it's a game. He loved it. He loved the thrill. But yeah, I blocked him and kept moving because I just don't got time for that. But Yeah, that's just to say, like, just because you have money does not mean anything. Now, my thing is, I was attracted to him all along by his looks. He was fine. He was a fine man. Yeah. But then it was a turn off by trying to wave money in my face.
In front of you.
Like, nah.
Yeah.
Not okay.
That would definitely be a turn off.
But yeah, that definitely was a situation. And then we have personality.
Personality.
You date people for personality?
Yes, I feel like that's the most important thing. You know, I've dealt with somebody and they were ugly, you know. I mean, I feel like they were ugly, sexy. I don't know if you ever heard of that, but
oh, absolutely.
They were attractive because of their personality, and they had traits of things that I liked, for sure. But it was like that personality drew me in. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, okay, you're cool. Like, you're funny. Like, that's one thing that gets me. Like, if you're hilarious, like, I could chill with you. But I mean, at first, I did not want to be seen with him.
I mean,
that's me.
I feel like it get like that sometimes. You know
I was like, oh, I got to go in your neighborhood. Like, I can't. Where are we going to eat? Oh, all right, say less. I'm not even from there. Cool. You know, but it just was like, because he just was not that easy on the eyes. You know, he was a black man, you know, nice chocolate skin, but his face was kind of. So I was like, you know what? Let's go in your neighborhood. He was a cool boy. He really was. He was real cool. And I felt like I could vibe with him way more than I could vibe out with somebody who was fine and he just didn't have a personality. You know what I mean? Like, we would bust it up and he was just cool. That I like him, not really, but he was cool to hang out with.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was a vibe as far as like for what it was. So
I definitely am drawn to like people with like really good personalities. Like Sissy said, I feel like that is most important, because without looks, if you could be cute, but if you don't have a good personality, a great sense of humor, then what do you really have? Like, I mean, what? So this is where I feel like it comes into play, where we're saying like, okay, it's okay to date when you're just having fun for those things. Like, okay, because I'm just trying to have fun. I don't really care what you're talking about, because that ain't what I'm looking for. I'm trying to have some fun. You feel me? So to date for looks in that aspect, that's fine. You know what I mean? I understand it.
All day long. If that's what you're looking for, you want a little friend.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
But when we start talking about soul mates and soul partners and things like that, your personality has to be. You
have to be looking for more. It has to be more than just looks.
Something of some substance.
Absolutely.
You know? Definitely when looking for a partner, because it's like you're gonna be with this person. The looks that don't matter after a while.
Right.
Like, you gotta be in this day out, day in and day out. So you're going to need something that'll, you know, last when, you know, y'all get old. Y'all try to grow, you know, with each other. It's like during this COVID-19, during this quarantine, I'm sure couples and people who are dealing with each other, you were forced to be with each other. Think about it. If it was only looks, y'all have broke up.
And a lot of people did. To be honest, they said the divorce rate went skyrocketed. Like, I don't want to be with you, bitch.
A lot of y'all don't like who y'all are with and who y'all are waking up.
Oh, absolutely. Because, you know, y'all fronting and stunting for y'all friends because you care so much with your family, your friends think that you scared to be with who you really want to be with because of judgment.
Right.
And at the end of the day, if I put up a meme like, okay, I don't be with who you want to be with, because at the end of the day, your friends is not gonna eat your ass.
They not.
Okay? Understand it.
Not. Like,
understand it. Okay.
It's like you gotta do you. You know what I mean? Don't worry about what nobody else thinks, because a lot of these couple goals, you know, couple goals and relationship goals, y'all don't know them people. Y'all don't know their story. You know, half of them don't like each other. Putting hands and feet on each other behind closed doors.
Crackheads, all types of things. You know what I mean? It's so much toxicity going on out here, and y'all just wishing it upon your life. Like, oh, I want this. Like, no.
You don't know what it is, so stick to what you like.
Definitely stick to what you like. And it's funny because, all right, just like we said, all right, personality for fun. I mean, looks. If you're dating for fun, you could actually date somebody if they broke. And you don't care because you having fun. Like, okay, you broke. I just want some fun under the sun. Like, maybe he got that big energy, and you just want to have some fun. Because most of them big.
But then be careful because they be trying to move in on you.
That is true.
Broke ones,
but that's what you have to have the boundaries.
Put that limit on it.
I'm just trying to have some fun. You cannot spend the night here.
He's gonna start bringing a duffel bag.
He's gonna spend a night bag. Like,
listen. One of my friends told me she was dealing with somebody and he was broke, and that man was cooking and cleansing her house while she was at work and having a good old time, and drawing her up baths. She didn't want to be with him, for the future, but she enjoyed
right now it was okay.
Yeah. And the thing was, she said, it's just he didn't have that ambition. Right. She said if he would have got a job and he would have actually showed her, I am about my business,
right.
Cool, because he was cute too. But he wasn't. He was just a broke bull. So it's like, listen.
Yeah, nah, you gotta go.
But she had some fun with him,
And that's okay.
While she, could.
That's what I'm saying. So when you're dating, it's important to know exactly what are you dating for. Yeah. If you're just dating for fun, that's okay. Right. Be open, be honest, let that person know, like, I'm just trying to have a good time. Because it's a lot of people that's out here dating for fun. And then it's a lot of people out here that's dating because they're trying to find their mate, like their person. And I feel like that is very important, and I feel like that should be a topic of discussion when you're dating, because if you're dating for fun, you should not be trying to entertain somebody that's dating and want to take someone seriously. And also to hit on that as well, when you're dating for a serious partner, money is important, because at this point you don't want to, you serious, so this is somebody that you potentially want to move in with, want to have children with, want to get married to. So you need to know that this person is financially stable.
Both. And you need to definitely discuss that, or I guess discuss what you're looking for when it comes to that. Like, if you're somebody who you're so financially stable that you don't care,
right? Because it is levels to that.
Yeah, like if you got it. I mean, everything should be brought to the table, like Sissy said. Like,
I definitely feel
when taking somebody seriously, you have to discuss these things. What you want, what you expect of a person. All that needs to be brought up, because y'all need to be on the same page.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. It's so many things that come into play, when you're dating somebody and taking them seriously, like from child support, if you marrying somebody, and they're on child support, then
y'all on child support.
Y'all on child support. Y'all become one, right?
Absolutely.
So these are like important topics and discussions to talk about. But yeah.
Somebody bad credit, if y'all get married, that's your bad credit too. Like, everything merges.
Everything merges. So that's why it's definitely very important. And I also feel like too, when you out having a good time, don't be getting caught up.
Yeah.
Because it's easily to get caught up. It's easy to get caught up. Okay.
A lot of people getting caught up.
No, for real. Yeah. But see, people get caught up because people are not being honest. Like, they out here trying to date for a good time, and they acting like they want to be your man for real.
Right.
And they're not.
But it's ways where you can decipher that. You know what I mean? Like, keep your wits about you. Pay attention. A person will show you better than they can tell you who they are.
I mean, exactly what you were saying about the young gentleman, when you was there, like, well, why do you like me? You know what I'm saying? If somebody likes you, you won't even have to ask them too much, because they're going to always tell you. And they're going to say certain things and do things for you. And so, yeah, definitely pay attention to what's really going on. Yeah. Because 9 times out of 10, they will always show you.
Yeah. And I mean, somebody could be like showing you that they like you, because I feel like he was, but I don't know, I didn't know the reason behind it. You know what I mean? I felt like it was no substance behind it.
Right.
So you got to be careful. Some people just want you for your looks or what you can do for them, in different areas.
Right.
Be careful. Ladies with the good, be careful. Because a lot of these men or women, whatever you deal with, will try to latch onto you for that. And you're like, now, I understand. I understand what you're going through, but
honestly, truly,
I understand. I sympathize with you. But I don't want to be with you. Like,
right.
you know what I mean? You don't know me as a person. You just like some certain things I do. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So be aware of that. Pay attention to that.
Right.
And then also, I dated a fine guy. Like, he was really cute, really attractive. And I just, you know, didn't like him at all.
It happens.
And I was like, damn, it's a dud. Just like you said earlier, I'm like, you're so cute. You know what I mean?
For what?
So fine. But it was nothing there. And you can't fake them type of vibe. I can't.
You can't.
I cannot fake the vibe. Like, that's one thing. I just cannot do that. Because I won't want to be in your presence. I don't like you. I'm not going to put myself through that.
Yeah. No, definitely. For sure.
I can't. So all y'all who have like, who are dating for money, kudos to y'all if you can do that.
Right.
Because I just cannot do it. I can't fake the move.
I can't either. I can't be around you if I don't like you. I'm not. That's just not the type of person I am.
Right.
You know. I don't like that awkward silence. Like, why are we here? Why are we on the phone? Like, I just. So it's a no for me. It's a strong.
Yes.
It's a strong.
I mean, think about somebody else anyway. So it's just like, no. It's not
no,
gonna
for
work.
real. Honestly.
It's not gonna work.
So yeah, I definitely want to hear back from y'all. I want to know, how do y'all feel about this?
Yeah. And do you think that you can actually, this was a good one, do you think you can build, I guess, that attraction for somebody? Like, if you're initially dating them and you're not like as attractive,
right?
Can that grow? Can you build on that?
Me personally, I feel like it's a tough thing, because I feel like it could happen if you're around that person enough. You get what I'm saying? Like, all right, let's say if it was a work, for instance, right? So let's say maybe like you had a coworker that started and like he was attracted to you, but you really wasn't attracted to them. Like, like you cool, but like it's really nothing here. But then after a while, you know, you gonna be around them, so you get to know them a little bit, and then it might spark up some type of attraction. So I definitely feel like if you're around somebody long enough, you could definitely build up an attraction for them, but it would have to be a build-up. Like, if I meet somebody on the street and I'm just walking past and they try to talk to me, if I'm not attracted to you, it's a no straight from there. Like, no, it's done. And it's probably going to be a no every time I see you, because I don't know you. I'm not around you, so I'm not really getting to know you.
So if you're stuck in a situation with this person,
like,
and you keep seeing them, you know, you work around, like you said, or
you work around them, or maybe y'all got the same friends and stuff like that. I feel like you could definitely start building an attraction for somebody in that way. But other than that, you gotta have some type of initial attraction for somebody. And I feel like attraction is not just looks. It could be for personality. It could be for somebody's like appearance, like as far as like how they dress, how they carry themselves. Good hygiene. Woo. Somebody smells really good.
I know. You're like, ooh. Who's that?
I'm sorry, I just had a flashback about this guy, okay?
Yeah.
Well, I was attracted to him before then, but he just came into the store and I just was like, oh, he smelled good. I just was like,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it's definitely different things that can draw you in.
Yeah.
So how do you feel though about that?
No, I don't think so. It's just, I don't know, I guess circumstances maybe, but if I don't like your personality and you're not cute to me, you're not attractive to me, it's gonna be a dub forever. Forever. Like, I will never like you. But like you said, like if it's, I don't know, if I don't know them, and like you said, we work around, I'm like, oh, this person funny.
Like,
this person's hilarious. I don't like your you know, sense of humor, whatever. We might have the same sense of humor, maybe. So yeah, it just depends on the situation. If I like really cannot stand you when we're around each other and it's no attraction, then yeah,
right,
I'm not gonna like you. But I mean, I don't know. It's a toss up, because I might start to like you if I'm feeling the vibe as far as like you're funny, your sense of humor that's big with me, or like, I don't know, that would just probably be the entryway, that you're funny, like, cause I don't know, or you just seem cool. I don't know. I really would have to think about that, because usually especially if you're short, that's a dub for me. I don't think it can grow from anywhere from there. I'm like, oh, you cool as hell, but you're not like
but
sexy
you
to me.
Like, you cool as hell.
Yes,
but,
you're cool. Like, you're a cool person.
You're cool, young man. You're cool.
I got somebody for you. I don't know.
It's crazy because I've actually been in a situation where initially you know what, I can't even say that I wasn't attracted to this person, because sometimes you don't pay attention to people.
That's true.
Because I did that. So at work, this guy had started working there, and I pretty much was like, and this was before I was a manager, just to let you know. I don't date my employees. But this guy had just started, and he was cool. He did his work. He was very quiet, mind his business, whatever. And I mean, I didn't think he was checking me out. But one day, the awkwardness, well, I'm not even gonna say awkwardness, but quietness, like, we just started talking to each other. Like, we broke that silence, and we just started talking to each other. And it was just crazy, because it was like, soon as like I sparked up a conversation with him, he was flirting with me heavy. Like, so maybe the attraction for me was there already for him, but initially that attraction wasn't there for me. Like, I wasn't really, I'm not gonna say it wasn't there, I just wasn't looking at him. I didn't really notice him. I wasn't paying attention for real.
Yeah.
And then
that can definitely happen.
Yeah.
Where you don't notice that person at first.
And then after that, it was just like crazy.
Fireworks.
No, literally. Fireworks. It was definitely a crazy attraction. He's very handsome, to be honest. He's funny. So it was just initially, I just wasn't paying attention.
And I feel like that happens with, I feel like women will more so, I guess a person will grow on women more. Because men, they're the physical. They are what they see. If you're not cute to them, they will like probably have sex with you. You know, if they're being like, you know, a man. They might have sex with you, but that's that. Like, they won't take you seriously. I feel like it's hard for men to like not be attracted to you in any kind of way.
Right.
Like, they are visual creatures, you know what I mean? So women, I feel like we do say, oh, you know what, he wasn't that cute, but I gave him a chance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
More so women do that, or maybe that wasn't your like usual type.
Right.
Or you weren't paying them no damn mind. My situation as far as my fiance, he tried to talk to me years and years ago, and I was not paying him no mind because I was in a relationship at that time. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm not worried about you. Like, I got somebody. But when I became single, that's when I was like, oh, who was this? And I had been having like little conversations with him, and I was like, you know, it was crazy. It was really crazy, because even when I was single before, I just was feeling somebody else. So I was kind of blinded to him. Right. But when I got single after that relationship I was in, I'm like, well, who was this? You know, when I kind of got intrigued, then I'm like, damn, well, he is cute. You know what I mean? He's black like I like him. Yeah. And then I met him. He's tall as hell like I like him. And I was like, oh, shoot.
Right. Blocking blessings.
Blocking my blessings. Sitting in a gold mine. I got this handsome black man that's tall, just my type, in the tuck. You know what I mean? So I wasn't paying attention. Right. But when I met him, it was like a really initial was an attraction, because he was like just my type. I'm like, damn, what was wrong with me? I wasn't even paying attention. Like
it definitely happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely feel that now. If you just a mess, I don't know. Yeah, it's not going to be anything there. You can talk to me all day, and you can be cool as you want to be. I'm like, that's cool too, but I still don't like you. Like, you know what I mean? You're just a cool person. And that's just being a human. Like, we're not going to be attracted to everybody. Right. Like, we're just not. I really want to just hit on that. I mean, it's slightly off topic. It still has to do with dating. But I just want to let everybody know and make this be clear. Like, just because somebody likes you does not mean that you have to like them.
Word.
And I just want to speak on it, because you'll be surprised, or maybe you won't be surprised, how many people be so mad because you don't talk to them. And it's like, just because somebody shows interest in you does not mean that you are obligated to show interest back.
It really doesn't. It really does not. Just because they like you doesn't mean you gotta like them. Doesn't mean you gotta give them the time of day. You know, and I feel like as a person, you need to be okay with that. If, you know, you're interested in somebody and they don't like you, that's okay. Move on.
That's okay.
You know,
move on.
Don't harass them. Don't hound them. They don't owe you anything. Like, they don't owe you anything.
Yes. I just need to speak on that because I get harassed a lot. And it's just like, stop.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
It's not like you're wearing me down or, you know, like, no.
Just stop.
Just stop.
Just stop.
When it's unwanted advances, like, you should know, like, this person does not want you.
It's harassment.
Yeah, this is harassment. You get locked up for that.
Yeah. It's getting really spooky out here.
It does get creepy. Yeah. Yeah. And when you're talking to them and it's just you and the thread, stop.
Stop.
Just don't. Yeah. Just stop.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's somebody out there for you, but it's not that person.
Right. And that's the thing. Like, know what's for you, okay? And that's, I feel like, how people get caught up in certain situations because this person ignored you. They told you they didn't want you. They told you all of these things, and that's how people start getting used.
Right.
And you wondering why you're getting used. The motherfucker told you that they were not interested, but you kept on.
You kept on.
So now you're here, and now you're getting used, or getting beat up on, or getting all these things when the person told you they wasn't interested. When somebody says something, please listen.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay? Yeah.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so drop those comments below.
Please do.
Let us know, what do you prefer? What do you look for? What are you currently looking for while dating? Are you looking for fun?
Are you looking for money?
Are you looking for an actual lover? Like,
Yes.
what are you looking for?
Right.
Are
you looking for a home to stay in?
Are you? Like, honestly, for real. Niggas be trying to move in. And bitches too, let's be clear.
Let's be very clear.
Let's be clear, you know. So, exactly, what are you looking for? I'm nosy. I want to know.
We want to know.
Are you looking for love? Are you looking for money? Personalities?
A sex partner? I don't know.
Yes.
What are you looking for? Because people be looking for all kind of stuff.
And so we're curious to know. And what are deal breakers for you? Okay. What's the most awkwardest moment, like, or situation you've been in while dating?
Right.
Possibly. Pertaining to, like, maybe somebody was cute and had the wackest personality ever. Or maybe somebody was fine as hell and you found out that they was...
That's a disappointment.
That is very disappointing.
PSA. That's a disappointment.
Very, very. Okay. But yes.
But yeah. Comment down below. Let us know.
Definitely leave those comments. Okay. And yeah, until next time, make sure that you like,
share,
comment,
and subscribe.
All right now.
Okay.
Bye guys.